Welcome back, everyone. And today's video is going to be about my Tang knives collection. A friend once told me my knife was so sharp, it's stupid. We jokingly called it stupid sharp, and it just kind of stuck with me. Those last two sentences are directly from Tang's website, and that's what makes his knives kind of unique in a sense is the type of passion and time, dedication he puts into his knives. Stupid Sharp, which is actually a trademark of his, at least it's displayed so on his website, talks about how he optimizes the edge geometry for each of his knives. And that's one of the most unique features of his knives, from what I understand. I got 3 models here, so it's kind of a modest collection in my opinion. The very first one I ever picked up, which was sold to me by a good friend of mine, which I met on Blade forums, is the SAF. So this is using a cord wrap for the handle. It's got a convex edge. It is using 3V steel. And this portion kind of hooks so that way it locks into your grip a little bit more. And it's definitely very secure in hand. And Tang's insignia, it's right there. And these are extremely sharp. He uses a convex edge, which he, from how he states, he prefers because he believes it's a stronger edge and it's easier to maintain. I've had this for quite a while. These aren't readily available. There's 2 kind of places where you can really buy outside of the secondary market. Tang sells it directly on his website, and then Alumni, I'm not pronouncing that right. Let me see. Just double check. Oh, so there's no I. It's just ILLUMN.com. So I'll post some of these links in the descriptions for you to check out. So those are the only 2 that sell it kind of as a retail. So direct from Tang or from that website I just mentioned. This is one of my favorites in my collection in terms of fixed blades. It does comes with a Kydex sheath, and all of these I have kind of inside waistband carry clips. So this is a discrete carry concepts. The next one I have is this is a last ditch. So it's meant for punching. Right, get that in your hand. Haven't tested any of these out, so hopefully I don't ever have to in a real world situation. But this uses a chisel grind. See if you can see that. So this is all flattened right here. Down there. This uses a field carry finish micarta for the handles, for the scales. I have this inside waistband as well. Does a good job on the sheath as well. The retention's not too tight. This one probably has the most stiff retention, strongest retention. Yeah, definitely a little bit more oomph to get that out, whereas this one is a lot simpler and a lot easier to get out. The most recent pickup I got is the slim Recurve Pikal. This one is fancy. This uses a triple chisel grind, and it's double edged. So both the top and bottom are sharpened. And this one, he has his insignia right there. Also cord wrapped. It doesn't have that lock like the SAF, but comfortable. I'm not used to double-edged knives, so for me to use this one, I've had to kind of adjust and ensure that I'm not placing my thumb on top. I'm pretty sure it will slice that right open. But he does a beautiful job on this grinds. Yeah. Feels good in a reverse grip as well. You gotta make sure that you're not gripping like this, because then your edge is, the top edge is, you're vulnerable to that portion. If we get it like in a hammer grip, reverse, that works. For this one, I'm using a murmur clip. So this is less, the way I oriented my clips is this one's doubled up, so this won't move at all, but I tend to, when I use inside waistband carry, I will clip it and just use one screw, so that way it can't back and forth in case I need to adjust it to make it more comfortable. This one you can't though. I tried doing it with just one screw and it's not as effective as the DCC clips. Tang knives typically sell out pretty quick. Well, it depends on the model. He's got a few that are available, again, on some of the websites I'm going to throw in the description. So you can certainly check it out, but he has some really interesting stuff. He literally lays out exactly how he gets a stupid sharp knife made. I'm going to post that link as well, so if you're interested, take a read through that. I think it's very interesting. He straight up lays out the process for you. I don't see too many custom knife makers do that. From my recollection, he's also out of San Jose, California. And yeah, I've really been a fan of his knives ever since I got the SAF for my bud. Still like this one. Just, you know, for me, the top edge, a double edge, kind of, I'm just not used to it. So yeah, it's I feel more comfortable having just a single edge sharpened. Yeah, this one's cool. So again, this is the SAF. I think last time I checked, and when I post the links, you'll see the prices for these as well. The most expensive one on this table is this one, which was about $460. Did not come with a clip either. So it comes clipless. You got to get your own clip. Yeah, I mean, I can see there's a lot of work that went into this one, just with a triple chisel grind. This one was about $200 before taxes, and I don't know if, I can't remember if you charge shipping, but this is kind of cool. I've carried this a few times. Just with this pocket, I mean, with the discrete clips, you gotta, with the DCC clips, you can choose, you know, the length of it. So depending on the belt or what you're going to be carrying it with on, sorry. So depends on that. These tend to fit my belt width, but this one had kind of a, it was more challenging to get in as you're trying to clip this in to your onto your belt inside waistband. A little more challenging than this one, probably because there's more room right there to kind of slide it in. This one there isn't, so it tends to get locked up. But now I'm just ranting, so anywho, yeah, this is a cool one. I really just want to kind of do a quick collection overview on my Tang knives. Let me know if you have any of his knives as well, which ones you like. I think the fruit knife that he has is really cool. He also has a clinch pick. Lots of cool knives, cool designs. He also makes kitchen knives as well. So go check it out if you haven't, if you're not familiar. And really appreciate you tuning in. And as always, stay frosty.